and welcome everyone to this edition of Tri Talks, where we take a few minutes to introduce one of our events and that is taking place in the province of Alberta this coming summer. I'm your host, Sebastian Fortin, and I'm the Executive Director with Triathlon Alberta. And with me today is Richelle Love, who is one of the co-race directors, along with Rose Serpico from RNR Premiere Events. And they're not just looking after one event, not even just two events, but they're looking after three events in the province this summer: the Toolshed Duathlon, the Diamond Valley Splash and Dash, and the Wildrose Triathlon. Each of these events is unique in their own way, with the Toolshed Duathlon offering a duathlon only, the Splash and Dash being an aquathon, and the Wildrose Triathlon being a women's only event. So Richelle, why don't you take a little bit of time to tell us about yourself and the events that you're organizing this summer?
So RNR Premiere Events started as a spinoff from Multisport. As everybody knows, Rose and I have the store here in Calgary, but we wanted to put on some more events, some more inclusive events, and just something a little different here in Alberta. I think our events are pretty relaxed, and we tend to attract all types of triathletes, especially those who are tri-curious.
Oh, that's really great. Like, I love having like some different variety of events, not just always like the swim, bike, run, but some different variety of events, right? To attract.
Yeah, the multi-sport, we've really embraced the multi-sport, and it doesn't just mean swim, bike, run. Not everybody is comfortable, especially with the swim, or sometimes a bike is a barrier. So we decided to switch it up. We do have the Wildrose Triathlon, which is very near and dear to our hearts, with the women's only triathlon. But the Toolshed, we wanted to be able to offer something for the people who weren't interested in doing the swim. And the Diamond Valley Splash and Dash, which is a 500-meter swim, 5K run if you're an adult. We also have kids races. We wanted it to be, if you aren't comfortable riding a bike or don't have the means for a bike, that you can still participate in a multi-sport event.
Oh, that's really great to hear. What kind of like inspired you to be a race director?
Rose and I have always loved being at events and supporting our community. And we just saw the need for some more events in Alberta. And her and I both have extensive organizational backgrounds, and we love to organize. And we often joke it's truly selfish because we just love being at the finish line of a race and seeing people come across the finish line. So we had to do more events.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really great to hear. And can you tell us like just a little bit what the history of the events?
Yeah, so Wildrose started off, we wanted to put on a premier women's triathlon here in Alberta, and the money to go back into the community, so to go to the Sheriff King home, and that was, really, really important to us to do that. The Toolshed started, we were actually doing the Trans Rockies run in Colorado, and we were doing it with the owner of Toolshed, Graham, and came up with the idea during many hours out on that trail. I guess running does really inspire you to be creative. And then the Diamond Valley Splash and Dash used to be the Turner Valley Triathlon years ago, which was a long-standing event with Triathlon Alberta. But due to the traffic in the Turner Valley, things like that, it wasn't necessarily feasible anymore to put on the triathlon. But we wanted to do something different, and Rose had done splash and dashes in Hawaii with her family, and she just raved about them and how much fun they were and how great they were. And so we said, all right, let's see what we can do. And I think Turner Valley is just such a great venue. It's the swim is in an outdoor pool, which how much better can you get that? And then onto a trail, where there's no traffic. So just a great venue. So we hope we can do the Turner Valley Triathlon justice by turning it into the Diamond Valley Splash and Dash.
And just like the Turner Valley Triathlon, it's on the July 1st, right? It's on Canada Day.
Yes, we wanted to keep it to that day. It's such a great day. We're all active people and we like to get out and do stuff. So, what a better day than to start Canada Day with getting active with the whole family. It's a very family friendly event.
Awesome. That's great to hear. What type, I mean, you kind of go into a little bit before, but like what kind of distances are you kind of offering, like the kids side and the adult side?
Absolutely. So, the Toolshed Duathlon is actually a 5K run, a 20K bike on the road, and then a 2.5K
Okay.
run. So it's what they call a duathlon sprint distance.
Mhm.
The Diamond Valley Splash and Dash for the adults, as I mentioned, it's a 500-meter swim and a 5K run. And then for the kids, it goes down by age, going with the Alberta Triathlon Association protocols that are met for the kids' distances. So those are all on our website. And then the Wildrose Women's Triathlon, it is a standard sprint distance for one of the events, which is, I believe, we did a 750-meter swim, 20K bike, and a 5K run. And then we also have a super sprint or a try, which is about half that distance for people who, again, are looking to dip their toes and aren't quite sure they're ready for a sprint distance.
Excellent. And like, what are some of those other like, key pieces of information that some of our participants would like to know for your events going into the summer?
I think for us that just everyone is welcome. Everyone is accepted, and we can find a space for you at our events. We are able to adapt. With having two race directors, both Rose and I think we're able to do some more details. We're able to communicate with our participants because we've got two of us handling those things and bouncing those ideas off of each other. We know that we have really good communication with our athletes. So when you sign up for one of our events, you are going to get a premier event.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today. And I'm sure we'll see you over the summer.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sebastian.
No problem.